I just told you examples 2.7, 2.8 you can solve easily because I have made the concept about these examples very clear to you. You have to open your book and try to understand these examples. If you find any difficulty, you can ask me. But I think that this example, like 2.9, a bit tricky. So that's why I thought I will explain to you. Example is a car moves in a straight line. The speed time graph of its motion is shown in the figure. They have given you the speed time graph of, they have themselves given to you the speed time graph. Mean the figure is drawn for you. Like I have also drawn the figure. In the book, the figure is also drawn to you. Look, speed is on the vertical axis, time is on the x-axis. Now what is the question? He has asked you some question. Question 1 is, from the graph find its acceleration during the first seconds. You have to find the acceleration during the first seconds. So notice down, where is first second? Time start from 0, 10 second. So it means these are the first 10 seconds. Till these 10 seconds you have to find its acceleration. So note, if you have to find the acceleration, go to the definition of acceleration. What is the definition of acceleration? I explained to you, and I think you have learned. Acceleration is change in velocity over time. So it means this is the velocity till 16. So you will write the formula for acceleration, change in velocity over time taken. So change in velocity, I have also explained to you how to find the change. Whenever you have to find a change, subtract initial value from the final. So final value is Vf, initial is Vi, and T is the time. Now put the value Vf 16. Till here 16 is the final velocity and initial is 0. Velocity is on vertical axis. I have put the value 16 final and 0 initial. And what is the time till first 10 seconds? So I put the value of 10. Now 16 minus 0 give you 16. Divided by 10 give you 1.6. And what is the unit of acceleration? Meter per second square. So put the unit meter per second square. So it will be your answer of first question. 1.6 meter per second square. So it means during first 10 second its acceleration is 1.6 meter per second square. Okay. Now in second part he has asked you find the acceleration during the last 2 seconds. Find the acceleration during the last 2 seconds. So go to the last 2 seconds. Look at the figure. Till here the line is coming down. It means at this point C, the body has stopped its motion because speed is 0 at this point C. And last 2 seconds, clearly this is 28. If I place these dots, it means this is 28. So from 28 till 30, what is the difference? 2. So these are the 2 seconds, last 2 seconds. So it means from here you have to find the acceleration again. From B to C line, acceleration. So again the formula is same. Change in velocity over time. Vf minus V over T. Same formula. Now what is the final value? Final value, now he has stopped its motion at final value 0. So that's why I will put the 0. Why I have put the 0? Because he has asked you during the last 2 seconds. Last 2 seconds means when he has stopped its motion. So final velocity will become 0. And what is the initial here? Here initial. Come to the initial value 16. So I will put value 16. And what is the time? He has asked you 2 seconds to put the 2. Now divide this minus 16 by 2. You will get minus 8 meter per second. Now this is the acceleration. Actually, this is the negative acceleration we have found here. Because the body has, you can also notice down the speed is decreasing. And when the speed is decreasing, the acceleration is negative. And that acceleration is also called retardation or deceleration. But we have found the acceleration that is in minus 8 meter per second. Okay, now in C part he has asked you find the total distance covered by the object from the graph. So I remember what I have told you, how to find the distance from the graph. To find the distance from the graph, there should be speed time graph, not the distance time graph. There should be speed time graph, and we have that speed time graph. And if we have to find a total distance, we have to find the area under the curve. This curve. Notice down the motion has started from here to point A, then B, and then C. And this figure is trapezium. It means if I found the area of trapezium, I will find the distance of that object. So that's why I have written area under the graph will give you distance covered. Now what is the area? If you notice the figure is trapezium. So I will write area of the trapezium. I think you don't know the area of trapezium formula. I have written the formula. You also have to keep in mind, you also have to memorize this formula, area for trapezium. 1 by 2 height into sum of parallel sides. I have in short form, these two lines shows parallel, sum of parallel sides. 1 by 2 into height into sum of parallel sides. So this is the formula to find the area of trapezium. Now what I have to do, simply put the value of height and sum of parallel side. You will find the area. Now come to the figure again. Look at, where is the height? Height is the perpendicular distance. Clearly the height is 16. From this till here, from this till here, from this till here. So perpendicular height is 16. So I have placed the value in place of height 16. 1 by 2 as it is written, because 1 by 2 in the formula. Multiplied sign, height is 16. Now sum of parallel side. So notice down, this side and these two sides are parallel, mean AB and OC. AB side and OC side, two sides are parallel. Clearly AB side is 18 centimeter. How it is 18 centimeter? Because this is the 10 and from here we have noticed that is a 28. So if we subtract 10 from 28, we will get 18. So it is also distance 18. Mean this distance 18. So this one side AB, I have not written the value. Like AB, I have just put the value 18. This one side AB is 18, another side is clearly 30. So plus 30. So if I add these 30 plus 18, we will get 48. I have cancelled these 16 with 2. 2 8 is 16. 8 into 48 will give you 384. And I will write the unit of distance, meter. So this will be my answer, 384 meter. So it means that object has covered total distance 384 meter during its whole journey. Okay, now last question is very easy. You can also solve by yourself. He has asked you about average speed. Find the average speed throughout the whole journey. So clearly this, what is the formula for average speed? Formula for average speed is total distance covered divided by total time. You also have to memorize this. So what is the total distance during whole journey he has covered? We have found 384 meter. So put the value 384. What is the total time taken? From 0 to 30. So put the value 30. Divide this, we will get 12.8 meter per second as the unit of speed. So this is the answer for average speed, 12.8 meter per second. So this is, we have solved all the part in this example. Other example, you have to see by yourself, and if you find any difficulty, you can ask me during my lecture. That's all.